What's going on, guys? We're coming up live with Jim to talk about, if you guys haven't seen in the title, talk about the new horror movie Terrifier 3. So if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it first and then come back to our review because it's gonna be pretty spoiler heavy. So here's Jim. What's going on?
What is up? What's going on?
Not much, man. I saw you went to go see it, and I went to go see it today. So we had to, talk.
What are the chances that on a Monday that me and you would see it at separate times?
Right.
What was your show
it at like 12:45.
Mine was 1:15.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Because we had planned on trying to go. What was it last week? But then the hurricane kind of.
Yeah,
Wonky does kind of put everything on
back burner.
Back.
Yeah, so but that's kind of funny that we still went to go see it anyways separately.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the same day. How weird is that?
I'm like, that's so freaking funny. But like I told you guys, if you guys are gonna watch this later, let you guys know we're gonna be talking about Terrifier, like the whole franchise, a little bit of the whole franchise. See how Jim got introduced to it, and I know how I did. So, and then and we'll talk about Terrifier 3. So when we get to Terrifier 3, I'll throw up a spoiler warning, this thing. So you guys, when you see this, if you haven't watched it yet and you guys are gonna go watch it, watch it and then come back. Or mute us. Either or. So how did you hear about the Terrifier franchise, Jim?
Well, I heard about it just from going to the horror conventions like Spooky Empire and Spook Hour.
Right.
You always see Art the Clown everywhere.
Right.
But when I'd first seen the image of the character, I didn't know who it was, what his name was.
Right.
It wasn't until part 2 started getting talk, when part 2 came out in theaters, and it got a lot of talk about, grossing I think it was like $14 million in like the first week or the only week or 2 weeks that it was in.
Yeah, and then park eggs and all that other stuff. Yeah,
so once I heard about that, then I kind of went out and I found the first one online. I think it was on, might have been on.
It was on Netflix it was on Netflix for a little while. It moved to Tubi and and then it moved to what was it? The horror one, the horror streaming service for a little while too. Yeah, it moved to Shudder for a little bit, and then if you didn't know how the character got started was that there was 2 other movies before Terrifier.
Yes,
it was All Hallows Eve, and it was Ninth Circle. So
I've seen them both, and I enjoyed both of those.
Yeah, and then it's for good. It's fun. I mean, it's good. Well, people say it's corny too, but it's
low budget, independent.
Low budget. Film. Yeah. That's the main reason I enjoyed it. That's the whole reason I enjoyed it.
Oh man, this movie this franchise, should I say, it's bringing the old school horror films back to
their roots,
the grittiness, the violence, the practical effects, which I love. But I think when I saw part 2, when that right after it came out, I was hooked. I was a Terrifier fan for life.
Much. Yeah, me too. I would do, and then actually seeing these guys at what was it? I think I saw them at Spookala or what one of the others. Like I saw what was it? Lee? What was her name?
Damien.
Damien.
David.
David. The girl. Leanna. What is it? Not Leanna. Leanna. No. But you guys know the final girl's name, Sienna or Lavera. Lavera. Whatever. But it was cool. It was cool, man. So it's like, dude, they're super, like, watching interviews. They're super nice, and they're super humble too. That's the biggest thing.
For sure.
Dude, it beat the Joker last weekend. You know what I mean?
Which ain't saying much, but
Yeah, but that's no. But
I saw the Joker, and that was huge disappointment.
But that's still a big deal, man.
Oh,
that's
it is
still
absolutely a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
there's a new clown in town.
Yeah, compared to the budget from that to Joker, it's like their little budget. Yeah, their little budget beat your big budget movie. So it's like, you know.
So about the budget, from what from if I'm correct, Terrifier 1 had a $15,000 budget.
Yeah.
Terrifier 2 had a $250,000 budget.
Yeah, and it was a Kickstarter, and it was a Kickstarter thing.
And because of the success of it, and because I think in the theaters, like, it drew 14 million, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere right around there. This one got picked up by an actual
small studio, but they got picked up though.
And they had a $2 million budget, and you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah.
Which the acting
all the way down.
Which I seen an interview. Damien said he's like, the good thing about having $2 million budget is I was able to get better actors.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to do all the special effects makeup himself. He actually
that's what made me happy was where he didn't have to go, where he didn't have, like he was saying on part 2 and part 1, where he didn't have to go, oh, I got to go cut the movie, I got to go do this and
editing, writing, help build the sets, and he did it all, which I commend him for that.
Yeah,
because of his hard work. Now I think he is, or his character is, for me, part of the Mount Rushmore of
horror, and he doesn't.
Slashers.
Dude, the funniest thing is he doesn't talk. So he's just like Jason and but Fred, you know what I mean? He doesn't talk. So that's even funnier that he doesn't talk, but he conveys fear.
I saw a thing that compared Art the Clown to Pennywise, and how Damien didn't want to follow the Pennywise thing. And if you see, it makes sense, because like everything Pennywise is, Art the Clown is opposite. Yeah. Pennywise is colorful, like the original.
He's black.
He's got all the bright colors. Art black and white. Pennywise talks. Art don't. Pennywise does mind manipulation, does all this stuff and this. Art the Clown will use violence. He'll actually pick up a gun and shoot and all that stuff. So just like Pennywise,
what's your favorite kills out of 1 and 2?
1 and 2? Oh, the part 2, the bedroom scene is.
Oh yeah.
Probably the
but that's where a lot of people said that's where the bedroom scene was, the one where everybody started throwing up and walking out. Was that one? So
and this new one has its fair share of.
Yeah, dude, it had it fair. Dude, I grabbed my nuts a couple of times.
But the first one's famous for the the hanging upside down and the saw.
Yeah.
That was probably the most memorable.
Well, spoiler alert, but part 3 brings something like that back.
Big time.
Yeah.
What's up, Biggie?
What's going on, Biggie? Yeah, so it brought it back big time that time. So yeah, it brought it back big time, man. It was like, everybody knows 1 for that Saw scene. Everybody knows 2 for the bedroom scene. What do you think 3 is gonna be? Which one? What do you think 3 is gonna be? Honestly,
I think it's gonna be the shower scene.
Shower scene.
Yeah.
That's where I grabbed my. Yeah, that's where I grabbed my.
That was the one. That was the scene that kind of made me go, oh.
Yeah.
It kind of made me cringe a little bit.
I cringed too, but the whole thing was, I went, oh shit, he brought it back. He goes because well, hold on, let me before we do this, let me go do this real quick. Hold on, let me go find the spoiler bit before spoiler warning. So when when that happened, I go, oh shit, they're bringing it back. He's bringing it back to part 1, and he's doing the hyper opportunist where people say that, you know what I mean, about him slicing a, you know, female in half in the first one. He actually does it to a male this time, the third one. So he's an opportunist. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I was honestly, the sour scene surprised me a little bit. But I think the most talked, a couple of most talked, it's going to be the most talked about scene is the one in the mall. You know what I mean? You think?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the most talked about. Yeah.
There was so many. There was so many in this movie that you could be as a top contender compared to the first two, and it's like every movie Damien tries to outdo the previous movie. In this movie, he just went times 10.
Dude, bonkers, and he goes, "Well, okay, you guys thought that was bad. Here."
It was times 10 on this one, man. It was holy hell. It was like every scene. There was like more scenes that seem to me. It seems like there was more scenes than 1 and 2 combined.
Yeah, but I liked it because it actually gave you more story this time to explain everything. It's like, oh, okay, now it get, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now it get it a little bit. It was interesting. So you know what I mean? But like
the story was, I will have to say, the story was kind of slow to get to like the meat of the story.
Right.
Which you weren't bored because you were watching
a lot. You were not bored
to that scene, to the story. But I do like where the story's going and the way they took it. With Sierra.
Sienna. 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 But the biggest. Well, you guys see the spoiler warning. So, Jim, do you think Jonathan's really kaput?
Who?
Jonathan, her brother.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, because I don't think so either, and I think that head is not.
I think it was the boy from the shower.
I don't think it's the boy
because they had his body hanging on the wall.
Yeah, but I think it's
at least that assumed to be his because it was.
But don't forget,
maybe not.
Don't forget remember the uncle went to go pick Jonathan up, and you remember remember how the second one on the phone, where they could manipulate voices, so it could be the uncle's head.
Well, the uncle's head was on top of the Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So you might be right. You might be right. It might be the boy from the shower because we didn't see you. See him.
I don't see him carrying the body to the house though.
Right.
So maybe it is.
Right.
Although to me, I would think that they would have shown his death.
Right.
Since he's kind of a main character, not just gonna boom, show a head and say that's him.
Right.
To me, I was expecting him to come back in the end and save the day, but it didn't happen.
Right.
But anyways, we're jumping ahead. We're jumping to the end.
Yeah.
Back to the beginning.
Yeah. So the beginning was. What did you think of the beginning? The first.
Well,
the beginning.
It was absolutely brutal. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I mean, that could be even a contender for.
Yeah.
But I knew going in just from watching interviews with Damien and whatnot that the first scene of the movie was going to set the bar,
set the tone.
The tone.
Yeah,
boy. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But I liked how honestly I liked the beginning where they brought the shining. Well, Damien even said the shining reference was on accident because when they threw the axe through
the door.
Through the door, he goes, it was an accident.
But you know what was interesting too, that the house at the beginning, I don't know if it was because of budget or if it's intentional, but the house at the end where Sierra's aunt and uncle lived, that looked like the same exact house.
I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe I wouldn't doubt maybe the outside was a different house, but the inside was the same soundstage or whatever it was.
So I don't know if that was intentional or if it was budget. You know what I mean? Because the movie does take place. Remember, it's like 5 years ago, 5 years later type thing. So I don't know if I'd have to rewatch it to get a sense of the time frame
because I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind Actually, I wouldn't mind rewatching 2 first and then watching 3 right after 2. You know what I mean?
Because this movie, this movie starts off, and it starts off with the scene, the Christmas scene. Then it goes back 5 years ago.
And
then it shows 5 years ago. Then it jumps to present day. So it doesn't really specify where if that first scene was present day, and if that was the same house or not. So I don't.
Or was it like, you know, a couple hours before them getting to Sienna's house? You know what I mean? Or
it was a whole different family, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It could have been like an hour and a half before they got, because honestly, it was super brutal. But like you said, if you watch the interviews with Damien, we already expected it when we walked in. So it was like, okay, expected it. Watch that scene, you know what I mean? And then, dude, what made me laugh?
And because of everybody or them talking about the first scene kind of setting the bar.
Yeah.
It's something I wouldn't say it's new, because it's kind of happened before in previous movies, maybe, and definitely not as violent and not
as violent and
not as almost in your face, but with the kids. He murders.
You can see it.
He murders a young kid or 2, you know, and then you'll see later on.
The girl was maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't show you what happened to the girl. So there's a whole gap there.
Yeah. So it's because as soon as he opened, he just waves, and then I'm like, okay.
But then the camera shoots back to the axe sitting on the
yeah. So I assume
maybe insinuate that he did. You know, but that was.
But like in horror movies, if it doesn't show it, they're not dead.
Or you don't hear the sound of it.
Yeah.
Because you heard the sound of the boy.
Yeah.
Which I guess that was kind of not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah,
because it was bad.
They could have showed it was bad still. They could have showed him walking in, you know what I mean, and actually doing the deed, but they actually didn't.
I almost think if they would have shown that, that they probably wouldn't have been able to release this in theaters.
Nope. And
I personally don't. And what is going on? And they didn't show.
Phone's ringing.
They didn't show the mall scene either. So, where multiple children were killed in this movie. What's up, Chad? Oh, Chad. I ain't seen or heard from Chad in about 10 years.
Yeah. So, what's going on, guys?
How's it going?
But if you guys don't know, we're talking about Terrifier 3, since me and Jim actually went to go see it today. So if you guys haven't seen it and you guys want to go see it, mute us, because we're gonna be spoiling the hell out of it right now. So
we already have. If you're watching,
we already had. Yeah, but being honest, like you said, it could have showed a lot more. You know what I mean?
4 years.
Yeah, it's been a lot, you know. It's been a lot. It was but that shows you how, you know, what they think of society now, of where the kids are all they see is a bag, and they're just digging through bags and grabbing stuff out of the bag.
Throw up that last comment by Awesome Destroyer.
Yeah,
we kind of touched on this a little bit, but I don't think he's dead. I really don't. I don't think, because to me, for him being a main character, they would have shown his death. I think they would have shown it, just not. I don't know. I don't think he's dead. I think he's going to come back in part 4. Allegedly, part 4 is supposed to sum up the Art the Clown storyline.
Yeah.
And so
I'm looking forward to 4, but like I mean, 3 was nuts. You know what I mean? Like Jim said, it was 10 times as bad, worse than the first 2 combined, because they were way more. It was a bigger budget, way more time for scenes.
I don't know, because like as far as cheap, they didn't really cut costs on death scenes.
Yeah. And plus, don't forget, Art could have had his glasses from the last time, so it might not have been, you know what I mean? So,
but then again, too, that might go into part 4 where they'll show it.
Yeah.
You know, if it was him.
Yeah.
They'll probably.
So we don't. Well, yeah, we don't know for sure yet. So yeah, as soon as 4, as soon as 4 is gonna come, we'll find out. But like I said, because it insinuated. You know what I mean? When Uncle was in the car, it insinuated that it was Vicky or whatever talking to him. It wasn't Jonathan talking to him. So because you heard the phone go staticky out right after. So yeah. So, but never know. But what was it? What was the scene at the beginning? Then they went to go pick Sienna up, right? That was the scene after the. Yeah. No, it wasn't that. It was the guys coming to the house. It was the 2 construction people, the demolition people coming to the house, and then it was picking up Sienna after that, wasn't it? Or was that?
No, it actually went to the insane asylum, the hospital.
Oh yeah. Chris
Jericho. He finally got his full scene, death scene. He got killed pretty gruesome too.
Yeah.
So it went from there.
No, but it was pretty funny that where he actually punched Vicky in
the. He just landed. He just kept pounding her and just nothing.
Yeah.
But after that is when they go to the abandoned house or wherever it was,
and just sit there, and then
and what was that, man? It was just sit there. It's like she tried killing herself in the tub. She was dead, and then like once the guys came back, you know what it was?
Yeah,
because they mentioned it in Jonathan's paper that he had.
The letter.
They take on possess another corpse. So that's probably why. Yeah. Once those 2 guys got there, it brought them back.
Yeah, and then but I'm glad they didn't show one part of that whole scene. Yeah, you know the part I'm talking about where Vicky's standing there with the piece of glass.
Yeah, that was that was a highlight too. I'm gonna be honest, because my wife watched it with me, and she's like, oh my god, like, that was disgusting.
Yeah, and I'm looking, I'm like, is she doing what I think she's doing? I'm like,
definitely. That was definitely one to remember too.
Yeah. So that people are going to be talking about a lot of this movie, man. It's not just one part. It's going to be like a bunch. So well, let's see what he said. Yeah, that one, and then this one down here. Ooh.
Yeah, she was in the mood, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, she was.
That was actually, I was impressed with that scene, because that's something you don't see in movies. There was a lot here that you don't see in movies that.
Right. And he actually got and not much. Nobody said nothing really. But I'm have you heard anything about religious like churches and stuff boycotting or anything like that? I haven't heard nothing, so that's interesting. I haven't heard nothing like that. So
I think the whole franchise could be boycotted by anybody religious, just because.
Right.
Not just having. There was a lot of religious aspects towards the end of this movie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I'm surprised that we haven't heard nothing like.
Yeah. But then again, I don't see those people going to see the movie anyways.
Yeah.
But
I was but like, it was interesting. I mean, honestly, I was like, everybody goes, they're surprised that I like it.
I loved it. What about? I thought it was cool that Clint Howard and I think Daniel Roebuck made a appearance in this for an awesome scene, the old bar scene.
Oh yeah.
No Clowny.
Yeah.
Come here, Clowny. I'll buy you a drink. That was a pretty cool scene. I enjoyed that scene because it had a little bit of humor in it.
Yeah.
There was one of those humorous scenes, and then it just went bam, it went violent and nasty.
Then they went balls to the wall. Art brought actually Damien brought another scene back from 2, because if you remember, the little pale girl did the same thing, but not on a person, but in the wash. So yeah, the art actually pissed on somebody this time.
Yeah, pissed on Santa
this time. But it was freaking funny because just seeing David Howard Thornton, how he ended up doing like, ooh, like excited.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. Dude. Just emoting like he was excited to see him. It was like, dude, you could tell like, Art's never seen Santa. It's like,
yeah, I love the expressions and stuff that David does with Art. It's just priceless. It's like, I mean, which it has to be. He has to be like a mime because he doesn't talk, and he definitely does a great job with doing all the excited looks and the worried. I mean, just worried looks and the funny looks, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. So if I'm trying to think what major scene is after, which it kind of goes back and forth from Art to Selena.
Yep. And then it goes, I think it's after that scene we were talking about, like when they get to the house, and then it goes to present. Then these guys come to the house. I think, and then Uncle goes picks her up, and then they get to the house.
Yeah.
So they get to the house, and they end up talking to, the rest of the family, and then, dude, what was it? As soon as the little girl opened up that diary,
that little girl's nosy, but I guess it paid off in the end.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for her being nosy,
because they mentioned in the movie that her father, that she would always find the Christmas presents, open them, rewrap them, and then she later reads Sienna's diary, and and then you'll see that later on with the present under the tree, which I knew right away when she came into the house with the present. She was putting it behind the tree. I knew immediately what it was.
We both knew, man. It's like, but what was freaking hilarious was I didn't know those were angels all over the packaging though. When she had walked in, I didn't know what I thought it was like flowers or whatever. But as soon as Vicky says it was, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I'm surprised she left it over there. Like, I'm surprised she buried it over there. You know what I mean?
What do you mean buried though? Did she bury it? Yeah.
Because you remember Jonathan goes, "Did you go back to the Terrifier to get the weapon
sword?" Yeah.
Because he goes, because I was surprised she even buried it right after that. You know what I mean? After, I would think, well, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense because the cops and everything. So it makes a lot of sense that she would bury it.
So then it goes from the bar scene, I think right after that, to the mall scene, and all this Sienna hasn't seen Art yet until the mall. And the mall scene was great too.
Because the mall scene, but you can't even tell if she's actually flipping out or if the mall's actually playing the song, the Clown Cafe song. So you can't really even tell if it's like in her head or if
she doesn't know either. She's unsure of her mental.
So even the audience is unsure, because that's even funnier, because even the audience is unsure if it's really playing or if it's playing in her head. So we don't even know. It's
that last comment. Yeah, that was the 10-year-old. See, I saw a thing too where they think the mother of Emily was the woman in part 1 with the little fake baby.
Uh-huh.
there's speculation that could be Emily, the little girl from part 2. Art the Clown's little sidekick.
Yeah,
that's
what everybody thought was. Yeah, but don't forget the 2 guys actually mentioned the house that they were at was by a person that off kids and whatever. You remember the one guy said. So that might have been Art's old house.
But he was saying, I mean, he did tell his buddy that he was joking around, so I don't know if he was or not. But
but we don't know if it's actually true or not. Because so what?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he said he was just pulling the dude's
joshing. Pulling the dude's leg, but it was it wasn't pulling the dude's leg because two things were the clown was up there and Vicky were in there, so it wasn't pulling your leg.
But the mall scene, that was awesome too. That was one of my top scenes too.
Yeah,
I actually
this one on the cup.
Yeah, I kind of laughed out. I kind of laughed out at the scene when the kids were getting the presents and the little boy had the box and he's like, "I wonder what I got." Boom!
I'm like, oh boy.
That one actually kind of made me chuckle of it.
Dude, nobody the whole theater, nobody reacted. I'm surprised. I'm like, dude, why is nobody reacting?
Did you have a lot of people in your theater?
Me, like maybe 4, if that. 4
Same
people.
here. There was me, my wife, and 3 other people.
Yeah. So I'm surprised nobody reacted. I'm like, dude, I would have. Somebody should have known, but if everybody's coming to watch it, everybody knew to expect it. I believe. Yeah. So that's probably why they didn't say nothing.
I love the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Best one yet.
Yep. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I knew going into this was going to be better just because Damien has got to outdo the previous one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can't wait to see 4, how 4 is going to be.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have even more of a budget.
Yeah.
And if it's the grand finale of the Art the Clown storyline, it's probably going to go out on a big bang, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I hope so.
But the question is, what are they going to do after this or after the 4th one?
Right.
Because the character is profitable, they're not going to just.
Yeah. But don't forget, they maybe, it's just a speculation, guys, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. Sienna may pass on the sword, pass on the torch to the little girl.
Speaking of that, there was a scene in the movie where it showed, I don't know, it looked like they were in hell, and the dude wearing the iron mask, and he was banging out,
and he was banging out the sword. It looked like,
and you saw the shield. The shield was by there, so I'm thinking at the end she tries handing the sword to Gabby by pulling her up. Gabby falls with the sword. I'm assuming the shield and everything's probably down where she's falling.
Right.
So I think Gabby's going to be the one that saves the day in part 4. Theory.
Yeah. Or because don't forget the child actors get older, so you never know. She might come back a lot older and Sienna not recognize her and go, who are you?
But he was pretty quick with filming this one. Like literally, like a year after part 2 came out, he already had this script written for this one, I think.
Yeah. But he's working on 4. He said he's working on 4, but he hasn't had something written yet. But
I think it's impressive how quick he wrote the script for this, because if any of you guys know the convention scene, the Terrifier 2 cast,
they were just in Miami this week.
They've been I swear they've probably been at every single con in this country.
Yeah, and Sienna, the actress, Lauren, I remembered, Lauren Lavera is not wearing the costume anymore. She did it at one con, and she said that was the last time she's ever gonna wear. Dude, she said that thing was uncomfortable.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, They do the group. They dress up and do the group photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which maybe one day, if they still do it, I would love to get a picture with Art the Clown in full.
Yeah.
Howard Thornton.
Dude, but it's like I can't wait to see 4. How crazy it's gonna get. But like 3.
Not just that, the storyline. Like now.
Yeah.
Compared to 2, the storyline
flushed out. It flushed it out a lot more this time. It flushed it out way more because everybody was complaining about 2 where it was too long and the storyline like mismatch. But this time, what do you think, Jim? Does the storyline actually feel like it actually fit this time and not where it mishmash? Like
no, absolutely, it fit this time.
Yeah,
and it had me more.
Oh, that's cool.
Had my attention more into the story too than the first 2.
Yeah, but like I said, man, it's this movie was but like you said, tenfold from 1 and 2, and from dude, just to see where he started from Ninth Circle all the way up to now is the, you know what I mean? Dude, more power to Damien. It's like he busted his. If people say he didn't bust his ass to get there, he did, dude. He
now used his mom's career. Was it Ninth Circle was the first appearance of?
Ninth Circle was the first.
Now, was that the book?
Was the second.
Right. Was that the book the lady was reading at the end on the bus?
Correct. It brought it all the way back to the first movie, because if you remember,
for some reason I was thinking the Ninth Gate.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I couldn't remember if it was the Ninth Circle or the Ninth Gate.
Yep. So it brought it back, and if you guys didn't know who the bus driver was, he's actually the guy that gave him the money to do Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know who that bus driver was, he was actually the actual pretty much co-producer, much for 2 and 1.
Yeah, if it's the same guy, he's like the co.
Yeah.
Well, Damien's the creator and stuff like that, but he had a co-producer, and the co-producer was the guy
that was on the bus.
It was only them 2 that was doing the special effects and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the bus driver, Phil.
Okay.
Yep. So that's cool that he actually brought it all the way back to from his first appearance, where the lady's actually sitting on the bus, and I'm like, holy shit, he actually brought it all the way back. But
I definitely.
But what did you think of the roommate's girlfriend? A lot of people said she was a bitch or insensitive.
Yeah. When she was about to get hers, my wife said, and I quote, I can't wait to see that bitch get hers.
Dude, and it was freaking funny because the boyfriend goes, "Oh, you just want to sleep with Art," and the Art's standing there listening. And you could tell like he's giggling and stuff like that. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else can we talk about that we haven't mentioned already. I was expecting and hoping. I was kind of hoping for an extra end credit scene, but there wasn't.
I didn't see. Yeah, I sat there and I didn't see one either. But never know. Maybe when it comes out on DVD, it might end up with the extra scene.
Because what I thought there was going to be an extra end credit scene, and I thought her brother would be in it.
Oh, yeah, but it's her, because honestly, like you said, the brother might not be dead, might be dead. The uncle might. The uncle's head was like you said, it was up on the tree. I forgot. So I'm thinking the body wasn't the boyfriend's though, or his roommate's though. I think it was the husband's body on that he pinned up though, because the way it looks.
But there's 2 heads, 1 body though.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, it could be his body.
Yeah,
but then where's Elliot's body?
But don't. I know who you're talking about. Don't forget that he sliced the roommate. up this way, so he couldn't have brought the body, because if he did, he would have had to sew the body back up, because the way he ended up getting the roommate. That's where I grabbed my man a couple of times. I'm like, woohoo.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I hurt the old Franks and Bean.
Yeah, dude, he was like, as soon as I saw him taking a piss in the gym bathroom or whatever, I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be good.
But not to mention the chainsaw right up the ass, man. Dang. And then he made it worse by flipping him over.
Yeah. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, the shower part was much. So I think the shower is going to be the most memorable death of the such as the bedroom.
I think it's gonna I think it's gonna be two major ones this time, because all the other ones had one, but I think this one's gonna be two major ones. It's gonna be the mall and the shower. Those are gonna be the two major ones I think they're gonna talk about the most. You know what I mean? So, but the shower for sure more than the other one, but since the other one was for shock factor, it's probably gonna get some attention. But
see, I would put it with the shower and the opening scene with the family. The family beginning.
Yeah, because we honestly don't know which ones they're gonna talk about the most, but for sure, if they don't talk about the shower, they haven't seen it, or they're going whatever. The shower, dude, the shower scene was crazy, but I noticed, like, if you watch the trailer, parts were like jumped a little. You know what I mean? Like it goes. You think it? Honestly, I thought when Art yanked her down, I thought it was another dream or whatever that she was having again. Yeah. Like how she was walking, the way she was walking down.
Yeah, that's what I initially thought too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm saying that between the shower scene and that opening scene is and man, when that dad was getting the axe in the bed, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden, eat your heart out.
Yeah. But dude, her scream freaking was because Damien even said he used that scream more than once.
And dude, one thing I noticed too about this movie compared to the other two, yes, there's better actors, but there was far more better scenes when people were reacting to.
Yeah.
They were reacting better, acting better when, say, a limb got torn off or or something, a finger's getting chopped. Their reaction was way better than the previous movies.
Yeah.
More believable when they're screaming like almost hysterical compared to
Yeah. Come on. This time, honestly, the first scene I think was way. I mean, bedroom scene's horrible too, man. But first scene is bad too. The shower scene in this one's bad, dude. I like a lot of it's you know what I mean. There was a bunch of more scenes this time, so it's a bunch more scenes for people to choose from to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And as for me as a parent, you put yourself in that situation, and it's brutal. It's absolutely. My wife was like, "Oh my God," she's like, "I don't think I want to watch the rest of this movie."
Or seeing the girl, seeing that girl like calling her mom the whole time, and the mom got that freaking, she's pipes already in her.
What was that about? What was that about? Gabby I'm sure she was just because she was scared, but she went up to her mom's dead body and was just yelling at her like she was going to get up and help her.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm like, I said the same thing.
I was kind of confused by that a little bit. Like, why are you asking for help? She's dead.
But all you see is Victoria's body turn into freaking dust at the same time, like the demon or whatever coming out of her, and then freaking. Like, I'm like, oh boy, that ain't good. And you see the smoke coming. I'm like, uh-oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, the blood was
coagulating
and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it was Yeah, dude. I feel bad for some of them in the acting part of it because, dude, you know how fake blood is. It's syrupy, so it's sticky.
Oh
I
man.
can imagine them sticking to the floor.
Oh, and the scene where Art does the blood
Yeah,
angel in the
yeah,
shower.
and he disappears right after.
Yep.
It's like, what the hell? What the hell happened? But I'm surprised,
Which I
like you
thought
said.
that was brilliant. I that was brilliant
Yeah,
too. You know, that's
yeah,
something that's never been done.
right,
What an opportunity.
right. And then even at the what was it? When the dad was watching the news, dude, they had the special effects.
Tom
I forget
Savini.
the guy. Yeah, Savini was in it. So Savini surprised because I didn't know Savini was in it. Savini surprised me. Like he looked like a what was it? Like a bum that was out in the mall. You know, when he
Yeah, in the
slept out in
mall,
the
yeah.
mall. So it's like, yeah. So Savini was a cool one.
Yeah, the final scene was epic. It was
Yeah,
better than I could have imagined.
yeah. And where they put the thorn crown on her, it was like, dude, this is gonna get nuts. And then you
Well,
see
not just
freaking
that, she
Archie's.
was with the sword with fighting Art
Yeah,
with the chainsaw. That was just
yeah,
like epic. That was great.
yeah,
That was some
yeah.
great
I'm
fighting.
like, dude, if people don't call her one like you said, like, you know how we got freaking the slasher Mount Rushmore. If she's not on the freaking Scream
Final
Queen
girl, yeah.
final girl around Mount Rushmore, dude, she fought a freaking psycho with a freaking sword, with a and he had a chainsaw. So it's like.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And her hands were don't forget her hands were busted still at the time. So her hands were still messed up from Art smashing the shit out of them. So and her is still holding that sword pretty decent. Oh wait, no, yeah, but the sword heals her anyways every time she touches it or something like that. Something, but but still.
Yeah, that was new to me because I don't remember them talking about the healing. I could have missed it in the second one.
Second one, yeah, it did happen. Don't
They
forget
didn't
that Art.
show it like they did this time, where
Yeah,
her hands just healed instantly.
they showed the wound healing. Yeah, when she was in that little escape tub thing. And the second one, when she fell in.
Okay.
Yeah, when she fell in, you saw the wounds like kind of seal up.
Okay.
Yeah, so it did show. Like as soon as he went to go stab her in the second one, as soon as she fell in that little escape tank.
And what was your thoughts on the flashback scene when her father
dad
gives her the drawing, gives her the painting of her basically?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it just like all these memories and all this stuff starts flashing in her head or his head, and he's like,
right.
He knew. I guess
he's holding on. He's holding on dearly to the damn picture, like almost ripping the thing, and like.
Then he pretty much says bye to her. Say, hey, I want you to know that I love you, no matter what type thing. And
yeah. So he knew. He was gonna be. He knew he was gonna be there, but like everybody was saying, he was actually Art. I don't think he was Art. But we still don't know who. We still don't know who Art is, and we don't know how they're somehow, if they're blood related or not. You know what I mean?
All right, this is what I think is going to happen. They're going to have four. Four's going to finish the story,
right?
And then maybe if they do anything else, it's going to be they'll eventually do a prequel. I'm assuming, kind of give more of a origin story, because the other movies don't really. I mean. All Hallows Eve kind of does a little bit, but it was more demonic driven.
Yeah.
Compared to, so I don't know if they're going to stay in that same realm, or if he's going to create a new origin story for him.
Maybe not. But what Damien was saying in interviews after the final fight, and when he lost Vicky, Art's actually human now again. So. That's what he had said during the interviews, but I'm not sure. So
I don't know.
I don't know because if you think about it, where Sienna the way Sienna stabbed him, he would have been dead. He would have been dead. As soon as Sienna yanked it out.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the smile at the end when he's holding the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that basically says that he's back.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
So I'm wondering if it's gonna be like another 5 years, ahead again, or if it's gonna be just take place.
No, I don't think so because like you said, this cast is young.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna keep them around the same timeline. I would think.
Yeah, you would think, and then
especially with Gabby. Now Gabby's down in hell or wherever she's at.
Wherever she's at, and then maybe she finds more of the. She may actually find the actual outfit, or she may be coming back in the actual outfit.
She might even come back as a full grown, older girl, dressed in, and the whole time you're thinking that character was Sienna.
But it wasn't.
It's gonna be Gabby, maybe.
Yeah,
that might be.
Never know. Yeah, that might be a turn.
Possibility.
Yeah, there's many possibilities for four, but three was great, man. Honestly, 3 was great, and yeah.
You know what I think they should do? Us this comic book. Fellas. I think they need to make a Terrifier comic book run.
Well, they have his first appearance is in one of the books. He actually has a Terrifier book, I think.
Does he really?
I looked it up. Yeah, I looked it up before. I think but it was for the movie. I think it was a super indie one. Yeah,
I think something like that needs to be picked up by I don't know, Image or Dark Knight or
one of the smaller ones to be easier, because then Damien can still have a hand in it somehow. Because I think
if he went to Image, he could, right? Do they still do that where the creators have full?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, So that'd be cool. Then he has his for the universe and whatever. So,
because I mean, he could even do a backstory that way too, and then later on convert it to film.
Yeah, that's what some of them they can't do it at the moment.
Because I mean, come on, right now, Terrifier franchise is on fire right now, and now is the time to. Yeah, so, I mean, there's merchandise. You're starting to see merchandise and the toys, the figures, and all these other things, statues, Art the Clown. Perfect time to poke that fire when it's hot.
Yeah, like Art Krispies. No, like bringing it back. But the funniest part is when Sienna when Gabby goes, "Oh yeah, Sienna doesn't like his cereal," and Sienna looks at her like, "I never told you."
Yeah, they had the Rice Krispie treats. They were making Art Krispies.
Yeah, it was freaking hilarious because then she brings her up to, dude. Lauren's acting on that part was top notch, because you didn't see honestly, I didn't see her turning like being like the mean faced or whatever she did. Dude, that was
that's like the scene with the college girl, the boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
When she snapped on her.
Yeah.
Not wanting to do the podcast and how you're holding up, and she just let it rip, That was good, man. To me, her acting.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't see any. You didn't see that. You know what I mean? You didn't. It was super subtle, but you didn't notice it when she like snapped. You know what I mean? It was like seamless.
Yep. She banged her fist on the table, and
that
was good, man. She did a phenomenal job this time around. So you can tell he's growing as an actor or actress.
Yeah, and then even the brother is too. Yeah. Dude, but honestly, you thought the girl wanted to sleep with her brother. You know what I mean? As soon as they met each other, I'm like, this is a little weird, but it seems like she wants to bone him more than want him on that podcast. But it's like,
yeah, dude, it was a great movie, man. Great movie. I would recommend it. Which, if you're watching the spoilers, you've probably already seen it.
Yeah.
Watch
but
it
if you guys have, like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it again, because me and Jim I wouldn't mind going watching it again. You know what I mean? But I'm waiting on, because honestly, I want to see what they're gonna put on the Blu-ray or what they're gonna put on the DVD. You know what I mean? 4K, Blu-ray. Being honest, what they're gonna actually put on it.
I'm excited for the
because what was it? The guy that played Art, he actually said he could. There was one scene that he almost blew chunks. I'm curious which scene it was, and they said they filmed everything.
Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious which one would you think he would have, or you would have?
Probably the shower scene.
Yeah, but honestly, he's done worse. You know what I mean? I'm being honest, he's done a way worse on like, because I'm surprised he didn't blow chunks when he did it to in the bedroom, or slicing in half. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm curious which scene it was that brought him to. Yeah.
Dude, wasn't somebody here gonna go see them in November?
Or they already let's see.
Awesome
Destroyer. It was. Awesome Destroyer was. So I'm curious to see him, Awesome Destroyer, to ask him, man, like which scene it was.
Ask him. I wonder. Yeah, ask him if you're still here. Ask him, and then come back and put it back in the comments so we know.
Yeah. So we can read it in the comments to see which scene it was, because I'm curious to know which scene it was, because, dude, I would have blew chunks in a couple of those scenes. I'm being honest. There was a couple of scenes, like as soon as dude, Art was freaking crazy. Dude, it was crazy where Art freaking shoves her face inside the stomach.
You know what it was? Maybe it was the scene in the house with the glass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe it was that one.
Yeah. Or, dude, the one that made me like almost wanna blow chunks was no, actually not really, but like where he actually uses the damn intestine to choke Sienna with it. She bit through it. I go in my head, like I could taste it. I'm like, ugh.
So my wife said the same thing on the way home. She's like, you know, she had to bite through those intestines. It was probably just full of either shit or bile or
yeah. I'm like, oh, dude, it was good. Like, but him just shoving her head through it was already bad, man. It was like, and then, but you know, shoving her head just like this, it would have been fine. But he shoved it and went and rubbed her head in it, and rubbed it in it, dude. But the funniest thing was when we'll bring it back a little, but as soon as Vicky started turning, but you could hear her going, telling Jericho help her, and then the demon took over after, like then it flipped again, and then I'm like, okay, so it makes sense, you know what I mean? It's like, so.
And it was probably because of the body, right? Because of the corpse.
Yeah, and not only that, but because she was already corrupted by Art, because the way Art screwed her up, she was already screwed up. And then we can bring it back to where Vicky grabbed Sienna by the neck and tried to take over Sienna and couldn't.
Oh,
that was interesting. Yeah, that was interesting to see where Sienna was either Sienna was fight. Vicky did say Sienna was fighting her because she had one thing to fight for. Still was her little cousin. Still.
So do you think she? To me, it seemed like she was the one in charge at that point, where she was.
Yeah, she's the demon. She's the demon.
Yeah,
because she's the demon that brought him back. So don't forget. You remember in the letter that it explained what she was, what the little girl was originally, was a vessel for that demon. So and then Vicky became that vessel, and then so Vicky was maybe the boss. Dude, it was interesting to see Vicky in the makeup and in Art's outfit. It was kind of funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was interesting, because you remember the first one, she got really messed up, and then but just to see her progress all the way out to now.
Her face even changed a little bit too, like towards that last scene, you know, when she had to paint, her face was painted and this and that.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot. There's a lot there in that last final scene to like dissect. There's a lot to dissect in that last.
Just in the last fight,
living room scene.
Yeah, just in the last living room scene, dude. It as soon as he took Sienna's damn thing off and Sienna spit in her face, you could see the freaking spit dripping down her face. I'm like, oh man, like, you know. So that was, that was neat, man. Like the whole movie's good, man. But I can't wait to see what Damien does, you know, after this. Not just Terrifier, you know, in general.
I'm more going into this movie. I was more excited to see the death scenes that he was gonna outdo the first one. So I was more excited about that. But once about halfway through this movie, when the storyline started actually picking up, then I got really into the storyline. And at the end, it just opened a what if. You know, me and my wife were talking on the way home. Well, what if this happened? What if this happened? What if this happened?
Yeah. Dude, I think
Gabby's gonna be the one that's gonna finish him off.
Yeah, and I think honestly, it might be too. Like I said, it might. Don't forget the second movie. They ripped the original picture of, you know, that could be the little cousin, and then the actual picture that the dad gave her could be. So it could be two of them. It could be Sienna and her. You know what I mean? So never know. Well, yeah, it could be two. It could be two, or it could be
wait a couple years.
Yeah, but it's gonna be worth the wait because he's gonna get a bigger budget now because he beat the damn Joker.
Yeah, I haven't checked on.
But Smile beat him. Smile beat him this year, or Smile beat him this week. Or that's the new horror movie, Smile, or whatever it is.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, but they're on the road to beating it. And Ice-T even went to watch it. Ice-T goes, if you haven't watched the first or second one, don't go watch the third one. And if you're squeamish and if you're a wussy at watching this stuff, don't go and watch it.
Let me see if we can find something on how much this is gross.
Yeah, you can. If you got the share screen stuff if you want, and then we can bring it up.
Well, I'm trying to find something. I'm just reading something off off here. It says 8 hours ago this was posted, and Terrifier 3 has made $41.5 million worldwide, with $36.2 million in the U.S. alone, and 5.3 million in international markets.
Dude, people love art, man.
Yeah, and they said that this movie had broken the record for being a non-rated film.
Yeah. So, but just dude, there's so many people that want to see art. Dude, you read it. It's that. Dude, it's still in
theaters. So it's still in theaters, and they made 41.5 million as of today.
Yeah.
From a $2 million budget.
Yeah.
This could come pretty close to the Michael Myers, the original Halloween.
Yeah.
I think they had made for like a couple 100,000, and that brought in, I want to say 33 million, somewhere right around there.
Yeah. Dude, but I can't wait. I can't wait to see what type of budget if 4 does come. I can't wait to see what type of budget he's gonna get this time around. And being honest, I hope he stays with the guys that he's with now, the studio he's with now. That's gonna let him do what he wants, and not go to Lionsgate, not go to what's the other horror ones? Lionsgate. What the hell is the other one? Yeah, but none of those bigger studios,
right?
Blumhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I'm. If he goes to any of those, that's what I'm worried about is them trying to pull him back some. You know what I mean? Like yank him back some. And I know he's not gonna want to. So,
no, and I think he had some stuff going into this one where they tried to reel him back a little. They tried to change the title Like they didn't want it to be a part 3 because he's like, no, he's like, this is something that I've built by myself.
Yeah.
I want to keep it as this being the part 3, which is smart.
Right.
You know, kind of like the whole. That's kind of what happened with Evil Dead with Sam Raimi. And then when they did part 3, Evil Dead 3, the movie company's like, no, we don't want to call it part 3. We have to call it something different. So they went with Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
That's what they were trying to do with this. And luckily he stood up and said, no, I want to keep it.
Yeah. I'm glad he did. Yeah. I'm glad he did though, because like there might be, honestly, I think they're going to end up being spin-offs, because I wouldn't mind seeing where the dad started from, where we're seeing his dad, and all that stuff.
See, even the dad, the whole dad backstory, if that would even be great in a comic book.
Yeah.
To where
he's a comic book artist.
Yeah, exactly. Save all the meat and potatoes for Art the Clown and his storyline, but you can do prequel type origin stuff through the dad or whatever, or you can do the same thing with Art.
Yeah, because we honestly don't know a lot about him. We honestly just know him as the Miles County killer. That's it.
Yeah,
we don't know much.
And if they ever do a comic book, I don't want it to be just a 4-issue mini series thing. At least make it 12, make it 10 or 12 or
right.
Something that would fit in a nice thick trade paperback, if anything.
Right.
Because there's so many.
He's probably a comic book fan, anyways. He's probably a comic book fan too.
Possibly.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did special effects and stuff.
Because they've done Texas Chainsaw,
right?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep.
Comics. They've done Halloween.
Yep.
It's only a matter of time, but they need to not just make it a 4-issue run. They need to make it at least 10 or 12, something that'll fit in a nice thick trade paperback.
Or what I wouldn't mind seeing. You know how there's Hack and Slash, the comic where she faces off the slashers. It'd be kind of neat to see her face off with Art. Fight Art. It'd be nice to see her and Sienna team up and try to fight Art. That'd be funny.
and honestly, too, they could even use something like that to move the storyline ahead between 3 and 4
between movies. Yep.
They can make something on Gabby. What's going on with Gabby right now?
Yeah, down there wherever she's at. So
the ideas are endless.
Yeah. We got ideas just watching the movie. We got ideas.
I think now's the time. The fire's hot. Everybody loves Art.
Dude, and he's going. Dude, the whole cast was just at Miami last weekend. The whole cast.
They've been at Spooky Empire a few times, I think.
Miami. They've been to my Spookala. That's where they were at. Spookala was and then they're in they were in Miami last weekend. I think they're supposed to be at another con again, and then but they've been making the round every time the new movie comes out. That they make the rounds at the cons, and then they go back to.
I'd like to meet them all personally. Get a poster signed by all of them. I have a poster signed by David Art.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing. A lot of people saying, they want Vampy to be tall or whatever, but I wouldn't mind seeing Sienna, the actress Lauren Lavera, to play Vampy if it does come to it. You know what I mean?
I definitely would like to get a photo with David in his costume. That'd be awesome. Because it's just a matter of time before they get to the point where they're not going to do it no more.
Right, or not in a costume anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
Himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's been wanting to play the Joker for forever.
He'd be a great Joker. He'd be a great Joker. He already has that Mark Hamill. If you watch videos of him, he already has that Mark Hamill Jokerness to him.
Yeah.
I did recently watch, this is kind of off track, but he played in the movie The Mean One as the Grinch.
I watched that too. Yeah, I watched that too. I enjoyed that too. Dude, he doesn't have to talk in the movies, and he does great. Dude, he was great as the Grinch. You thought Jim Carrey was good? Dude, he was good too.
And he looked, the costume looked good.
Yeah.
I mean,
did you see since we were talking about this, did you see the Steamboat Willie trailer?
No.
There was so there's gonna be a Steamboat Willie horror movie. If you, I was at the so
because it just came up for public domain a few months back.
So
right?
yeah. So it's a dude. Does that red like cheese? I saw the trailer when I was watching this one.
So they have a trailer already? You're gonna have to send that to me so I can see it.
Yeah. So it was freaking funny. I saw it. I'm like, holy shit. I go,
there's gonna be Blood and Honey. Did you watch those?
Yeah.
It went public domain.
They were okay. It was okay.
I like them.
I like them because they were a little corny too. So yeah, but I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing Lauren as as Vampy, but because honestly, Laura, but everybody goes, oh, they got to be tall, they got to have boobs, dude. As long as they can act, that's all I give a shit about. Being honest,
she would, she would be a great Vampy.
Yeah, like because the biggest
reason does look short though. I will say that.
Special effects, man. Yeah, you can add
really high heels, really high heels.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's if it's but she could dude, her thing is endless. She could play anybody, honestly.
I think she's got a good future ahead of her.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah, that's what I don't think. Me personally, I don't think it was Jonathan. To me, I think they would have shown that. I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems to me they would have shown his death.
Yeah,
not just a skinless face that they just put glasses on.
Yeah, and plus, don't forget, Art probably still had, dude. Art has a damn trash bag filled with stuff in it. He could still have those glasses from the last time they faced off with Jonathan. So it could be anybody's glasses. You know what I mean? But we don't, because honestly, we don't know for sure whose head it is. Honestly, it could be the roommate. It could be the roommate's head. It could be not the girls, because he freaking sliced the shit out of the girl's face though. But Jim, do you think those Christmas glasses are going to be the next thing, like the sunflower glasses are? I think so too.
Absolutely, and I think that's why they went with it.
Yeah,
I think that's why they went with the Christmas glasses, just to do something besides the sunflowers.
Yeah. So it'd be, but what would have been funny is if he walked in with sunflower ones.
But yeah, it was great when he walked into the college party with the sunglasses on, his bag on. He's opening the door for people,
and he's opening the door for the guys that are walking in with the kid. And then and the funniest thing, he's walking by, and the main reason he stopped was because he heard Jonathan's name. If they weren't talking about Jonathan, he would have kept on going. And then you just wanted to bone Art, like the boyfriend with that, and then oh man, I just want to see what I'm like, and you were facing him and you were screaming, like, you guys froze, didn't want to do anything.
Yep.
Yeah, but don't forget, we're in Florida, so we had that hurricane that weekend, so we couldn't go see it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we both went to go see it on the same day, and then at 2 different times though. You went to see it at 1, I went to see it at 12.
Yeah, we were supposed to go together, but the hurricane fumbled everything up, and I messaged him last week and said, hey man, I don't think I'm going to be able to, because my wife wanted to see it. I don't know if I'll be able to, our times will be able to meet up. Go ahead and see it without me. I'll find a way to see it. Yeah. And it just so happens we both saw it on the same day.
Yeah. And then I really wanted to talk about it. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God Jim went to watch it so we can talk about it. But I'm like,
perfect time.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the whole cast of what they're gonna do next. Being honest, they were all great.
The storyline has got me now more than I'm ready to see where this story goes.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Which makes the movie even more better when you have a good storyline to go with it, rather than just a bunch of killing scenes. Which the movie started. About a quarter of the movie was killing.
The first half, pretty much the first half was a bunch of slashing scenes, bunch of scenes where he actually
I'm glad it picked up.
But like you said, like the bar scene was great because it had Santa guy, and then it had
Daniel Roebuck and Clint Howard.
Yeah, Clint Howard was the funniest one.
Yeah.
I got my own place. I got a car. I got
a chimney.
Yeah. But it was fun because it was a lot of dude. I can't wait to see I can't wait to see if he brings in Danielle Harris and all them in the next one because they've been wanting to work together. I heard it on their podcast too. It's like she's worked with them on a different project, but that'd be interesting to see to bring them in as the character.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, anybody that's in the industry, that does the convention circuits. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to have more to choose from.
Yeah.
Which I thought was awesome that they got Tom Savini as a cameo, Daniel Roebuck, Clint Howard. Yeah. I'm sure part 4 they'll probably get, maybe a few bigger names that might make appearances, which would be cool.
Well, you know what?
Now people are going to want to be a part of it because I know Danielle Harris had been saying for a while she wants to be.
Yeah.
She wants to be.
No, but you know who I want. You know who I want to see? Candyman, the guy that plays Candyman, to play
Tony Todd.
Yeah, to play one character, and then just to see him maybe like a Final Destination type thing. He's a new corner or something that comes in.
Yeah, I would love to see Tony Todd in it. That'd be amazing. I love him.
Yeah, it'd be freaking hilarious just to see him face off with Art. It's like.
Yeah, like an homage, or not an homage, but as if he was a Candyman.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Yeah, but that'd be good. That'd be neat. Like, there's a lot of because honestly, versus wise is like Michael Myers and him. Michael Myers just walks.
Now here's another question. Art the Clown normally does his business on Halloween. This movie was Christmas. What do you think is going to be next?
New Year's.
New Year's or maybe Valentine's Day?
New Year's, Valentine's Day, or Father's Day or Mother's Day. One of the 4. Possibly. But honestly, I think New Year's is going to be the next one. Being honest, because they'll make a lot. New Year's or it's going to take
because that's pretty quick. Well, I mean, they could bump it up a different year, but
or Valentine's
Day would be good. I mean, but then again, you might start getting in the area of My Bloody Valentine type stuff. But hey, they've been doing homages to The Shining, to all this other stuff.
Oh yeah, because
Texas Chainsaw, and
his favorite one of his favorite movies was or favorite TV things was a Crypt Keeper movie. One of the Crypt Keeper ones done. Yeah, was one of the Santa ones. That's where that idea came from.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see where this goes. But I mean, we talked about everything, so. Yeah, and it's an hour and 18. Yeah, hour and 18. So, I mean, hey, you got anything else you want to bring up about it? You got anything coming up to let people know?
Nope, ain't got nothing, Jeff.
So guys, I got a live stream coming. I got a live stream coming up this weekend on Saturday with our So it's called the Double Dragons. So we talk about a little bit of everything. So. Probably going to talk about this again and see what I thought about it. But honestly, it was nice to catch up with Jim and nice to actually talk about something that we both like. Like a lot of you guys think all I like is booby books. Actually, I like horror too. Yeah,
I do have something coming up. I'm just trying to dial in the date. I have cover to cover with Donnie and Raul.
Yeah, so he got cover to cover with Donnie and Raul. So you guys already know what that is. That they talk about a band.
I think that's next weekend.
Okay. All right. So
I'm not
he
sure
has
if it's Saturday or Friday, but it's on Mastodon Comics.
Yeah.
And music.
So if you guys are around, or if you guys are subbed to Jim or me, or Mastodon, go check out Mastodon, and you guys can check me out this weekend. Well, Otaku and me with the Double Dragons, and we'll check you guys later.
Bang,
See ya.